I think my feet were here, my knees were back there somewhere, and my fucking ass was like rounded up in the air. And I was just absolutely, and I was just thinking, just trying to grind out this 10th rep. Hey guys, this is Gavin from Health and Performance. Welcome to Training Tales from 1994, where we're making bro science before the bros even existed. So yeah, I think the basic program I did, I can't even remember the exercises. It was probably bench press and leg press because no one really wanted to squat. But the exercises are not really things that stuck with me. It was the rep ranges. So again, I'm like 15 years old, going to the gym, and it's like a bodybuilding strength gym. The guys are absolutely jacked. Everyone's just going for it, training hard, obliterating themselves, going to absolute failure on everything and anything because that's just what you did. So the rule we had in the gym was no odd numbers allowed. What does that mean? Basically means that sets of 8, 10 and 12 worked. And if you're doing isolation stuff, single joint muscle groups, or single joint exercises, we probably call it nowadays, you could do 15s because that was okay. But you couldn't do like 13 or 14, you had to do 15 on like curls, lateral raises, hamstring curls maybe, this kind of stuff. So 8, 10 or 12 magic numbers because 7, 9, 11 just simply wouldn't work. So it's numerous occasions, and there on the leg press or something like this, and there's one distinct occasion I do remember. I was there on the leg press, and it was like when the leg press was the leg press, like 45, and it came all the way down, and that kind of, none of this sort of cambered stuff that we have nowadays. So yeah, I think I progressed on. I was still 15, but it was just sort of, no, so I think I was 16 by that point. It was a little bit later on in 1994, and I was training legs with a couple of the dudes in the gym, who I'd kind of got to know because, like, you know, 15, 16 years old. Yeah, you kind of like start drifting away from home life. School life wasn't that awesome, so what was it? It was the gym and all the guys who were 10 years older than me. You got desperate to become, you know, one of them and just like them. So it's kind of funny, but it was great at the time. So I'm there on the leg press, and I bring the plates down. I think it was like probably the last set or something. Bring the plate down on the leg press, and just couldn't control it. And I was like, it was my ninth rep. I think my feet were here, my knees were back there somewhere, and my fucking ass was like rounded up in the air. And I was just absolutely, and I was just thinking, just trying to grind out this 10th rep. And it was like one guy here, one guy here, neither of them would help me. All they could say was, no odd numbers, son, no odd numbers. It's like, fuck, I've got to do this 10th rep. And somehow I got it up. So yeah, and of course we know now that you can build hypertrophy at pretty much any rep range as long as you sort of go to the suitable proximity to failure. But back then it was 8, 10, 12 and 15 if you're doing isolation work. But I guess the key thing is to remember back then that all these guys were jacks. Even now we know a whole lot more about training and the training process and what works better and what works least best. The thing that sort of seems to be missing a lot nowadays is you got to train with some heart. You got to train with some balls. Even if you're a female, you just got to train hard, and that was why everything we did back then worked, because we just went balls out, just hard out everything, and just gave everything you can. And if you do that, you put the what I think is the number one driver of hypertrophy and growth, which isn't volume, isn't intensity, isn't frequency, it's just effort. If you just try hard, that's a prerequisite for pretty much anything to work. So yeah, so that's why 8s, 10s and 12s worked, because that's all we ever did was 8, 10 or 12.